Did you know that a $300,000 Lamborghini might be the key to unlocking a dark secret in Justin Bieber's past? Today, we're peeling back the layers of fame to expose a shocking truth about one of pop's biggest stars. Justin Bieber's connection to Sean Diddy Combs goes deeper than you ever imagined, and the allegations are disturbing. This video will change how you see the music industry forever. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our community of truth seekers, the Bieber-Diddy connection. Let's rewind to the early days of Justin Bieber's career. Imagine a wide-eyed 14-year-old Justin, fresh off his YouTube discovery, suddenly thrust into the glittering world of fame. His voice had caught the attention of millions, including some of the biggest names in the music industry. Enter Sean Diddy Combs, a music mogul with a reputation for mentoring young talent and turning them into superstars. On the surface, it seemed like a match made in music heaven. Diddy, with his years of experience and industry connections, took the young Canadian sensation under his wing. The headlines painted a picture of a nurturing mentorship, a seasoned pro guiding a newcomer through the treacherous waters of stardom. But as we're learning now, there might have been something much more sinister brewing beneath the surface. Remember that infamous 48-hour hangout Diddy bragged about? He called it the dream of any 15-year-old.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
At the time, fans and media alike ate it up, seeing it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for young Justin. But now, with the benefit of hindsight and disturbing new allegations, we're all wondering, what really went down during those 2 days? And why was a grown man in his late 30s at the time spending that much time with a teenager in the first place? The story gets even more unsettling when you consider the power dynamics at play. Diddy, a seasoned industry veteran with millions of dollars, countless connections, and a reputation for getting what he wants, held all the cards. Justin, on the other hand, was a newcomer, eager to make it big and likely willing to do whatever it took to succeed. It's a recipe for exploitation that's all too common in the entertainment world, where the line between opportunity and manipulation can be dangerously thin. As we delve deeper into this story, we'll uncover how this initial connection set the stage for years of alleged abuse and exploitation. The Bieber-Diddy relationship wasn't just about music, it was about power, control, and the dark underbelly of an industry that often prioritizes profit over the well-being of its young stars. The Lamborghini mystery. Here's where things get really interesting. Not long after that 48-hour hangout, Justin was spotted cruising around in a sleek Lamborghini. Coincidence? Not likely. Sources close to the situation claim this was Diddy's gift to Justin. But let's be real. Why would a music mogul give a multi-million-dollar car to a teen he barely knew? The streets are buzzing with rumors that this wasn't just mentorship. It was something much more transactional and disturbing. Some insiders suggest that the Lamborghini was a way to buy Justin's silence, a lavish gift to ensure his loyalty and discretion. Others see it as a form of grooming, a tactic used by predators to gain trust and manipulate their victims. But here's the thing, a $300,000 car is pocket change for someone like Diddy. For him, it might have been a small price to pay to keep a rising star under his influence. And for a young Justin, it was probably a dream come true. But at what cost? Think about the message this sends. A teenager, new to fame and fortune, was suddenly gifted a supercar by one of the most powerful men in the industry. It's not just about the car, it's about the lifestyle, the access, the promise of more to come. For a young star like Justin, it could be intoxicating, blurring the lines between professional mentorship and personal exploitation. Moreover, gifts like these create a sense of obligation. Justin might have felt indebted to Diddy, making it harder to say no to future requests or to speak out against any misconduct. It's a classic power play, disguised as generosity, and it raises serious questions about the nature of their relationship and what might have been expected in return. Justin's spiral. As Justin's star continued to rise, something was clearly off. We all remember the headlines, the erratic behavior, the substance abuse issues, the public meltdowns. At the time, many chalked it up to the pressures of fame. But now, a darker picture is emerging. In 2014, at one of Diddy's notorious parties, Justin was seen holding what was supposed to be a water bottle. But eagle-eyed observers noticed the liquid inside was decidedly not clear. Justin later admitted that during this period he was hurting, unhappy, confused, angry, misled, misunderstood, and angry at God. Was this the cry for help we all missed? Think about it. Here's a young man, barely out of his teens, surrounded by adults who should have been looking out for his best interests. Instead, he's at wild parties, potentially using substances, and clearly struggling. Where were the responsible adults in his life? Where were the mentors who were supposed to guide him? It's worth noting that this period coincides with some of Justin's most controversial behavior. The egg-throwing incident, the drag racing arrest, the infamous deposition video, all of these happened around the same time. Could these outbursts have been a result of the trauma and exploitation he was allegedly experiencing behind closed doors? The Usher connection. Now let's talk about Usher. He was supposed to be Justin's mentor, right? The one guiding him through the treacherous waters of fame. But according to some explosive new allegations, Usher might have been the one who introduced Justin to Diddy's world in the first place. Usher himself has a history with Diddy, having been part of the so-called Puffy flavor camp in the 90s. In interviews, Usher has been cagey about what exactly went on during this time, saying only that he saw some things and that it was pretty wild. But former Diddy bodyguard Gene Deal paints a much darker picture, suggesting that both Usher and Justin were caught up in what he describes as Diddy's sex cult. This raises some serious questions. If Usher had experienced something traumatic during his time with Diddy, why would he introduce Justin to the same environment? Was Usher so deeply entrenched in this world that he saw it as normal? Or was he too, under Diddy's influence, unable to break free from the cycle of abuse? It's a chilling reminder that in the world of entertainment, the line between mentor and predator can be dangerously thin. Those who are supposed to protect and guide young talent might be the very ones exploiting them. The shocking video. Now, brace yourselves for this next part. A disturbing video has resurfaced showing Justin with NFL, National Football League, star Odell Beckham Jr., and singer Trey Songz. While some tried to dismiss it as just another wild night out, others are seeing it in a whole new light given recent allegations. According to singer Jaguar Wright, who recently spoke out in an interview, what's happening in that video is exactly what it looks like. And it's not just harmless partying. She claims Justin was being coerced into sexual acts, with Trey Songz acting as a lookout. If true, this paints a horrifying picture of exploitation and abuse. The video itself is troubling enough, but it's the context that makes it truly disturbing. This wasn't just a one-off incident. It was part of a larger pattern of behavior that allegedly took place over years. And it wasn't just happening to Justin. According to Wright and others, this was a common occurrence in Diddy's circle. Think about the psychological impact of being in this situation. A young star, desperate for approval and success, being manipulated into compromising situations. The fear of speaking out, knowing it could end your career. The shame and confusion that comes with being a victim of abuse. It's a heavy burden for anyone to bear, let alone a teenager in the public eye. The federal investigation. Here's where things get really serious. Word on the street is that Justin has been quietly cooperating with federal investigators looking into Diddy's alleged crimes. We're talking racketeering, sex trafficking, some really heavy charges. If Justin does take the stand, it could be the final nail in Diddy's coffin. We're talking about one of the biggest pop stars in the world potentially testifying about years of abuse and exploitation. The impact would be seismic, not just for Diddy, but for the entire music industry. But let's consider what this means for Justin. Coming forward with allegations like this takes incredible courage. He'd be going up against one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, someone with deep pockets and a lot of influence. The potential for backlash, both personal and professional, is huge. On the other hand, if Justin does testify, it could be a watershed moment. It could open the floodgates for other victims to come forward, not just in Diddy's case, but across the industry. We could be looking at a reckoning that changes the face of entertainment forever. The silence breakers. As news of Diddy's arrest spreads, more and more people are calling for those who knew him to speak out. Megyn Kelly recently called out Justin specifically, saying, "If he was a victim, God forbid, I encourage him to speak out. You need someone strong like that to break the dam." And she's not wrong. If someone of Justin's stature were to come forward, it could give others the courage to share their stories too. We could be looking at a Me Too moment for the music industry. But it's not just about Justin. Kelly also mentioned other celebrities who were close to Diddy, like Usher and Ashton Kutcher. These are people who, if they spoke out, could provide crucial information about what was really going on behind the scenes. The question is, will they? Speaking out against someone as powerful as Diddy comes with risks. There's the potential for legal retaliation, damage to their careers, and the emotional toll of reliving traumatic experiences. But staying silent also comes at a cost. The cost of knowing you could have helped stop abuse and chose not to. Justin's current state. So where is Justin in all of this now? Sources close to the singer say he's disturbed by the Diddy news and is unwilling to process it or discuss it. He's reportedly shut himself off and isn't responding to anyone. But here's the kicker. Justin collaborated with Diddy just last year on a track called Moment. Now, insiders say he regrets this decision and would never have worked with Diddy had he known about the allegations. But did he really not know? Or was this collaboration a result of years of manipulation and fear? It's a complex situation. On one hand, if Justin was indeed a victim of abuse, it's understandable that he might struggle to process these allegations. Trauma doesn't just go away, even years later. The news about Diddy could be bringing up painful memories and emotions that Justin isn't ready to deal with. On the other hand, some might question why Justin would work with Diddy if he had experienced abuse. But it's important to remember that victims often have complicated relationships with their abusers. There might have been pressure to maintain a working relationship, or Justin might have been trying to reclaim some sense of control over his past. The bigger picture. This isn't just about Justin Bieber or Diddy, it's about a system that allows powerful men to exploit young, vulnerable talent. It's about an industry that turns a blind eye to abuse as long as the money keeps rolling in. And it's about the long-lasting trauma that can haunt someone even after they've achieved unimaginable success. Think about how many other young stars might have similar stories. How many dreams have been tainted by the dark underbelly of the entertainment world? How many careers have been built on a foundation of exploitation and abuse? It's not just the music industry either. We've seen similar patterns in film, television, sports. Anywhere there's a combination of fame, money, and vulnerable young people. It's a systemic issue that requires a systemic solution. So what can be done? For starters, we need better protections for young performers, stricter regulations on working hours, mandatory counseling, and independent advocates who can look out for their interests. We need a culture shift in the industry, one that prioritizes the well-being of artists over profits. But it also requires action from us, the consumers. We need to be more critical of the media we consume, to question the stories behind the glitz and glamour. We need to support artists who speak out against abuse, even when it's not convenient or comfortable. And most importantly, we need to listen. When someone like Justin Bieber or any other artist shows signs of struggle, we shouldn't dismiss it as typical celebrity behavior. We should ask ourselves what might be going on behind the scenes. As this story continues to unfold, it's likely we'll learn even more disturbing details about the dark side of fame. But with each revelation, we have an opportunity to demand change, to create a safer, more ethical entertainment industry. The question is, are we ready to face the ugly truth? Are we willing to hold our idols accountable? And are we prepared to support the victims, even if it means questioning everything we thought we knew about our favorite stars? And there you have it, the shocking truth behind Justin Bieber's rise to stardom and his disturbing connection to Diddy. This story is far from over, and we'll be keeping a close eye on any developments. What do you think about these allegations? Do you believe Justin will testify? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more hard-hitting entertainment news. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe out there.